So it's finally time for some test on this thing. I've just got a piece of 1.5-inch solid bar drop in the chuck here, and I'm cutting some inner and outer shapes, square and a circle, 1 inch inner and 1 inch outer, just to check the finish and to also see how the dimensions come out. So the finish isn't bad. The machine was a little noisy during the operation, but I can live with that. So the height on the square is about 15 thousandths over. It's supposed to be 1 inch. The width on the square see what we have here. It's about 20 thousandths over. So that's more than I would like to see. There may be some backlash that I can tighten up a little. Maybe some adjustments in the machine. I still haven't adjusted for the last test that we did with the dial indicator, so I'm sure that's playing into it as well. So the height is 20 thousandths under for the interior dimension on the height of the square. So that's interesting. 20 thousandths under on the interior, but 15 thousandths over on the exterior. And about 15 thousandths over on the width on the interior. So they're reversed. That's strange. I could see them being the same. Oh no, I'm at the noodle that a minute. It's, well, okay. The circle seems to match in the difference between interior and exterior along with the square. So I don't know. I'll look into that a little more. But now for another test, and hopefully this is where it will prove to actually be useful, which is some engraving. This is a castaway engraving bit that I had finished with, so I don't know how the finish is going to fare, but it's the only engraving bit I had that fit the MT2 collet that I have for this machine, so I was kind of stuck using it. But anyway, it'll give us an indication as to what we're looking at. And this is, of course, with no coolant or air or anything, just a spritz of WD here and there. I really didn't have high hopes that this thing would be useful for doing any real milling. I had the machine here and I had all the parts here. The real benefit to this is the experience of doing the retrofit. So I guess in that respect, since it is working, it turned out good. But if I can find a use for it, that would be even better. And without it being able to make accurate dimensions on those cuts, I don't know that I can make any parts with it, but I could engrave some parts, possibly, once we see how this finish turns out. And that would keep from tying up the other mill doing my engraving. So that's not too bad. Let's hit that face with the DA real quick, and here's how it ended up. That's not bad at all, especially without any tweaking and with an old bit. I think for some of the stuff I do, that would be acceptable. Well, okay, so I'm pleased, I guess. So anyway, done with this project. Here's a final shot of the thing all together before I stash it away. I'm going to try to keep it set up, because if it's not set up, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to try to keep it set up and within reach and use it where I can. But I've gotten good experience from it, and now I may actually have the confidence I need to tackle this beast, which also needs a retrofit. And I don't have the parts for, so I have to spend money. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about it now. That's it. Thanks for watching.